What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In this video today, I got a pretty good subject for everybody. I'm sure everybody's seen this, talked about it, heard about it, or knows something about it. But today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the Andrew Tate and the BBC interview. So let's go ahead and let's jump into this video. So, for those of you who don't know, if you've been living under a rock or maybe you just haven't seen it yet, Andrew Tate and the BBC have did an interview. It's Andrew Tate's, or it was Andrew Tate's first interview since he was released from Romanian jail or Romanian prison. And when I say his first interview, I mean his first interview with a big media or news outlet, a major media or news outlet, right? And what happens is the BBC, also known as the British Broadcasting Corporation, sends a reporter by the name of Lucy to Romania, to Bucharest, and the Tates invite the BBC as them into their home and allow the BBC to do the interview with Andrew. Well, boy oh boy, did the BBC mess up. Because this reporter, Lucy, comes in and right off the bat, she tries to act as if she has authority over Tate. I mean, this man let you into his home. This man was being a great host. This man gave you the opportunity to do his first interview. And you come in and you try to act as if you have authority over this man, as if you guys aren't sitting down as equals and having a conversation, right? So not only does she come in and act as if she has authority over him because she's the news reporter, she also comes in with a bunch of loaded questions and tries to paint Tate in a bad light and make him look like he's a bad guy and almost try to get him to incriminate himself by talking about the case, which, come on, we know he's not allowed to do that. We know that he cannot disclose really that much information about what's going on with the case, if any, because if he does, he's just going to get himself in trouble. So, what does the BBC try to do? Ask loaded questions and get him to talk about something that's only going to get him in trouble. And why is that, I wonder? Is it because the BBC's been painting him in a bad light for however long? Is it because the UK has all these programs out against Tate and people not being able to talk about him in school, or these places that are saying that he's this bad person? Come on. This is crazy. The man gave you his first interview and you come in and you try to paint him in a bad light and you make him look like the bad guy. That's crazy. And you wonder why the BBC took the interview down. It was embarrassing. It was horrible. The reporter Lucy did a terrible job. And the BBC should be embarrassed. And I'm pretty sure that's why they took the interview down, is because they were embarrassed. And let alone the backlash that they probably got from the Tate fans. I mean, come on. Thank goodness that the Tates recorded their own version of it. Thank God they had a camera running during the whole thing. Because I could only imagine what would have happened if they didn't do that. I'll tell you what, the interview might not have been taken down on the BBC side, that's for sure. So then she comes in and she asks about him about his charity work at the end, as if that's like some kind of cover up scheme to like the bad things that he's talked about, or the bad things that he's done. The lady came in and obviously has done no homework at all. It's crazy. I mean, the man is a force for good. For his first interview, coming out of Romanian prison and being on house arrest, wouldn't you want to try to change the dynamic of how he's being perceived from the people? Wouldn't you want to show him as the force for good that he really is? Look at what he does for young men. Look at what he does for all men. Look at what the real world is doing for teaching people how to make money. Look at what the war room does. Look at what he does for giving back. Look at what he look at what he talks about and what he teaches and what he preaches. Hard work, fitness. Don't be lazy. Be wise, be stoic. Protect and provide. Be the best version of yourself. Don't be a criminal. I mean, come on. But yet you want to go in and ask loaded questions and try to make them look bad? It's disgusting. A premeditated hit piece is exactly what this was by this reporter in the BBC. That's exactly what this was, and Tate handled it like a boss. Tate handled it like a boss. Tate handled it as Tate knew he would, and as everybody else knew Tate would handle it, because Tate knew what was coming. He knew what to expect. So, I mean, that's one Tate, BBC zero. Now, I just hope that the next reporters learned a lesson from this, and when or if Tate does another interview with another, big media or news outlet, that they come in and they ask the right questions and try to paint him in the right light, in the light of good. Show him for what he is and what he's doing for people. Don't come out and try to make him look like the bad guy. Let alone this man is giving you the decency of doing the interview, letting you into his home, all that. Guys, I want to know what you guys think about the interview. Let me know about, what you think about how Tate handled it and what you think about, the BBC taking the interview down and their, side of sending this reporter there to do the interview in the first place. And do me a favor, if you're new to this channel, if you've never seen my channel before, go ahead and subscribe. Drop a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video, if you've gotten anything from this video. Share this video if there's people that you think need to see this video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.